Me did the chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send, tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka komo abusuya for Ghana fa na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
It is still a season of love. I don't know how you are celebrating your season of love. In fact, the month of February there, from first to the last day, I'm sure, yes, Vows Day, a very big deal. Some people are chopping love. Some people are chopping banku. Others are also chopping violence. Serious violence from the other side. Somebody flanks over from the famous shrine.
A Sammy Flex TV shrine. Here, everything they got for you. In fact, we can do everything. We can make stars. We can make events happen. We can put out real showbiz people. There's only one thing we cannot do.
Which is?
If your head is too big and it has no wisdom or sense in it, we cannot help you to bring it to a normal human size level and put sense in it. I remember during COVID, our president said something that we know how to revive or bring back the economy. What we don't know to do is how to bring back life. So that is what the shrine also knows to do. We can make stars. So we've made stars. Like plenty.
Tallest.
But if your head is big and has no wisdom or sense in it, we can't help you. We are sorry. Just go and help yourself.
To add to it, one thing that we also can do on this platform is give you real showbiz content, and that is what Sammy Flex TV is all about. This is Sammy Flex Peace, and my name is Roland Amate. Big thanks to Currency, the Guitar Rasta, and Richie Flex for giving us huge support behind the scenes. On today's table, we are talking about security. This is a very huge topic in our space. In fact, I'm sure if you're an ardent follower of show business or entertainment in general, both in Ghana and beyond, you probably might have heard of one or two people who have suffered certain form of it in as far as security is concerned in the space. And in recent times, the one that is trending has to do with South African rapper AKA, who was shot dead in Durban in South Africa, and this has generated lots of conversation.
And threats.
And threats.
Yeah.
Okay, so
a lot of conversations and threats.
On pulseghana.com says CCTV footage of rapper AKA who was shot dead in Durban release. So the CCTV footage capturing the moment South African rapper AKA was shot by an unknown gunman has been shared online. Kenan Jared Forbes, who was shot just before 10 p.m., that is the South African time, while standing outside the Wish restaurant in Durban on Friday. AKA was killed along with his close friend, Tebelo Tibbs Mochwani. Their names there, they are very interesting names.
Yeah.
The pair are thought to have been on their way to a nightclub for a performance as part of the rapper's birthday celebration when they were shot. The motive of the killing is still being investigated. And this has generated, like I said, lots of conversation, including threats online here and there. We want to bring this home and just generalize it, especially Ghana's entertainment fraternity. how is our security like? What can we learn from this? We can only give our condolences to the family of AKA or any other family who has suffered this kind of fate. And the only thing we can do moving forward is to learn. I want to ask my big man today, what are some of the lessons? Is there a cue we can take from this? And even moving forward, what are some of the steps that we can equally put in the things that we do in order not for us to get ourselves involved in things like this? Big man, welcome.
Thank you, Ro. Whilst we were talking about threats and about people who have been attacked, the thing that came to my mind quickly was the Cape Coast saga. Remember the dancehall artist who was also knifed to death?
Exactly.
I think his name was Unruly or something like that. I was trying to Google it before you
Central
called
region.
Yeah, in Cape Coast. And I also saw that. And I remember that story very well. I think when that story broke, I was then with Xylophone. When I got the story that one up-and-coming artist, who is a dancehall artist, out of these fanatism and here and there, the guy was stabbed to death in Cape Coast around the castle. And once again, I know that this is something worth talking about.
So the name is Unruly Grant.
Unruly Grant, yes. Unruly Grant, yeah. That's the one who died, right?
Yes, the one who died.
Yeah, exactly. So, seeing AKA's video, I think we were in Kumasi. We were preparing to go do sound check. I remember very well when I saw videos and tweets all over that South African rapper AKA had been shot dead. In fact, when I saw it, I felt, could it be one of those hypes? Could it be, okay, maybe he has been shot, but he survived it or something like that? Then follow-up checks proved that really and truly he died. I think the same evening, that was when they released the CCTV footage and a press statement to confirm that really and truly he was shot dead. What it means is that in this world, nobody is safe. But if you're in the public space, your situation is worse than the ordinary guy.
Wow.
Of course.
Yes, you.
Do you know why? Sometimes our actions, we don't know who our actions affect and what they intend for us. So you come here, sit on TV, write on social media what you think should be done right or what you think is right. But for you know, that statement you are putting out, for you know, that submission you are making, it is going out hurting someone's ego. It is going out hurting someone's emotions. And such a person, you wouldn't know what plans he might have for you. In the case of AKA, there are so many theories around.
Of course.
There are so many theories. There are
Plenty.
so many theories around. One that says that her ex-girlfriend who died from
the
story building, and the fact that people suspect that he was part of the process, how the lady fell from top, and the fact that the lady comes from the Durban city, where, according to sources, some people want, and it's like then social media vibes on. So you kill the royal from here. Make sure you don't come here. People will be writing those things. Yes, like I keep saying, you might take all these petty things for granted. You might not take them serious, but you might not know what exactly the person plans to do. That is why I said that everybody is not safe
in the space.
In the space. But if you are a celebrity, or if you're in the public domain, your case is worse. And especially in this world of artists building fandoms, that even makes it dangerous and worse. So yes, you might be for artist A. Artist A and artist B might have their issues. You might think that, oh, it is just them doing their thing. But for all you know, there are some people behind the scenes. The feelings that they've caught, you have no idea.
Different level.
They have caught different feelings. Them cut feelings past the artists who are involved. And it is dangerous. It is dangerous because you might see, okay, maybe a Shatta, Wale or a Stonebwoy at it. You will be enjoying it. You go onto Twitter, you support who you want to support. You also throw salvos. You throw all the insults and abusive words around. There is that guy who also supports the other one. As you are throwing, he feels offended because this is his kin. You don't have to touch. His idol, you don't have to touch. he also comes to defend, and sometimes the fight even goes from, or it moves from the level of the top artist and becomes the fan-to-fan level.
Grassroots.
Yes, the grassroots fight. That guy who is offended by the actions of the boss and the servant, if he has the capacity, he can attack any of you guys.
At any time.
He can attack either the boss or he can attack the servant, given the chance. Me, this thing, when I saw it, I said to some of my artist friends that, guys, this is what I've seen.
Wake up call.
This is the time that everybody should beef up his or her security. You might think nobody's after you. I'm sure when the guy was there, he never thought, nothing would cross his mind. Because it came at a time that what had happened was not even fresh. Listen, no. I'm sure maybe at the time that the girlfriend died, he wouldn't try to have gone to Durban. Because he might think, okay, at this stage, tempers are high, people are freshly angry, and therefore I wouldn't want to go there to show face. 2 years down the lane, I'm sure he might have forgotten. I'm sure maybe he's not even thinking about it. He might think that, now it's gone. Life is moved on. So many things are passed under the water, so we can now go and do our thing. For you know, that person has not forgotten. That is why today, if an artist thinks that, it was in 2020 that I was having a beef with this guy. It was in 1924 that I was having a beef with this guy. It was this that I was having issues with this guy. For you know, there is that guy who is still keeping that 1924 thing he said
in mind.
In mind. And to him, he said that at every point in time, given the chance, he would try to hit back. He would try to retaliate. So this is a caution to every celebrity, especially if you know you have been in that space where a little bit of misunderstanding. I said this, I didn't say this, you point this, someone also point you. Remember, someone might be after you, might not know. Don't go out thinking you are a normal person. Even normal people get attacked all the time.
Of course.
When we went to Kumasi, Jata told me of an incident. A guy who was stuck, bring your phone. He's a normal person.
Salute.
This is a normal person. He just took him. Bring your phone. In fact, you days. You don't even know where your phone is.
Boxing now,
you understand? So everybody should take their security serious. But for artists, our top guys especially, the Stonebwoys, the Sarkodies, Shatta, Wales, Sammy's, in fact, everybody who is at the top, watch out. It's not fair like that, especially in this economy that so many people are complaining that, this is not well, this is not right. Everybody should watch out, go prepared. Don't take a small outing as something small. I'm sure the guy, when he was going to the restaurant, he might not go with maybe his best of security people, thinking, I'm just going to eat.
A night out.
It is not a gig. Because if you are going for a gig, I know, that one, you prepare. Maybe go for even advanced security, like the military or the police. But he felt like, I'm just going to the restaurant. So maybe his best of security, they were not called. Because, yes, he felt, restaurant there, say, a photo come. The best they can, the worst they can ask for will be what? A photo shoot opportunity. But unfortunately, that was what happened. Or that was when it happened. That is why nobody should say, I'm going to a place, a club, nightclub, they say, I'm going to a restaurant. Everywhere is a dangerous ground for you, the top guy.
Yes, a celebrity, this issue of being a celebrity in the space comes with a whole lot of responsibilities, including investment. So assuming somebody doesn't have that financial muscle to support some of these investments, how will the person deal with such
What's your movement? If you don't have the financial muscle to support your security investment, watch your movement. That is a key advice.
Even when they step on your toes.
Who steps on your toes?
Maybe an opponent or a colleague can step on your toes and you would want to show the person carefully.
As we move, if you are running around town, someone steps on your toes, you raise your head and the person is hugely built than you, physically stronger than you are. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's like that girl who will say, hey, someone has touched me. I'm going to call my boyfriend. Come and meet you, come and meet you. Man shook just his chest.
The breast is bouncing.
You see breast bouncing? Come here. They tell you, oh, my dear, don't mind this guy. He's fond of doing that.
Peace is adoption.
You understand? Yes. So someone might offend you. Someone might hurt you in one way or the other. But if you know your strength cannot fight, and here I'm talking about your security. If you know it is not big enough, bro, check your movement. Check your movement. That's why when it comes to some gigs, even I know some people who, when they are playing, even in their rider, they call for police security in their rider.
Extra security.
Yes. Their rider is part of it. That before you pick me from my home, I want a security protection from to the show, to and fro. So if you think you don't have it, because like I keep saying, you wouldn't know who you might have hurt. I'm sure the guy was there, careless, and his security not paying too much attention because they felt, oh, maybe in recent times, like, you've not even hurt anybody. You've not even hurt a fly. I'm sure that was what they were thinking of. In recent times, you've not offended anybody. We are clean. We don't have any problem with anybody.
No beef.
No beef or whatsoever. But unfortunately, listen, look at what happened. So this is a caution to all our top celebrities. In our case, we haven't seen any strong issue of attacks in our industry like that. Yes, South Africa, we know their gun culture is some way. In our case, we haven't seen, unless maybe you can remind me of something.
Oh, a few. Fenek Ochre, the one that you made mention, the dancehall artist, the unruly guy, and a few others who have also suffered the same fate like that.
Well, I think that Fenek Ochre will be a critical example.
Exactly.
Because ever since, we've not even been able to find his killers. Investigations are still going on. Yeah, so this is an example, the Fenek Ochre example. It can happen to anybody. So this is just a caution. We wouldn't want it to happen to even our worst of enemies, that someone attacked him and killed him. Someone attacked him, shot him. Someone attacked him and he lost his life. Like, no, that is not the kind of death we want to see. Grow and be old till you cannot even walk again, then you died, and that's fine. So that every benefit that you struggle to enjoy, you can also enjoy from your benefits.
My last question would be, with your experience in the space and how you've been involved in different artist camps and all that, how do they take their security, or how do they recruit their security details? Is it out of the fact that, okay, I know Sammy Flex. Sammy Flex has been my guy. He is well built. He has muscles. So anytime I'm moving, he can go back. Or it is out of the fact that he knows that, okay, Sammy Flex is security inclined. He's an expert when it comes to security. Therefore, I see the need to employ him. How do you think in our space they do the recruitment as far as personal security is concerned?
Solid question. As much as I know, maybe I'm yet to get some tips like that. But as much as I know, the only artist that I know moves with a trained security person is Stonebwoy. I know Stonebwoy moves with a police officer for real. I wouldn't mention his name. Those who know him know him. Maybe it is not official from office, so that's why I wouldn't want to mention his name.
Of course.
Anytime Stonebwoy is moving locally, I've not seen him with him on any international trip yet, but anytime Stonebwoy is moving locally, this person is with him. Even on the day that the altercation happened at the Grand Arena at the VGMA, he was there. He was with Stonebwoy. As a matter of fact, sometimes I know he even handles weapon around him because he's official. He's officialized to, or he has the license to carry a weapon. So he does that. Apart from him, I've also heard some rumor that Black Nana has some training in security.
That is Sarkodie's
Black Nana. That's a rumor I've heard. I don't have any confirmation about that. Apart from maybe these two that I can say, I've heard this. Okay, I know this, and I've heard this about Black Nana. The rest, I cannot talk about it. The rest, most of them, like you said, there's one clear guy I want to mention his name, but let me leave it out for some reasons. He has one of his friends who has gone to the gym, has put on some muscles, and the guy is the guy following him. He's the one following him. As to whether he has security training, I don't know. As to whether he has any intelligence, I don't know. As to whether he has any expertise in even bodyguarding, I don't know. But because he's his friend, because he has put on some muscles, he's the one following him as a security. You understand? I think that beyond the muscles, if they can get some form of training,
okay,
it will also be very good.
That is from the official security service.
From the official security services. Because one, if you're an artist and you think, okay, I want this guy to be my security person, if not for anything, he might not go to army or go to the police, but he can take some security courses. Because security is not only about physical. Security sometimes about intelligence. Security sometimes is about being able to forecast, like, okay, where we are going to, human behavior, looking at the way this one is walking, the way he's looking at you, his next move can be this. All these things should be learned. Having all the ammunitions or weapons on you, having all the muscles, a small guy can show you Pepe. Small, fianga boy can show you Pepe. Because he might not come physically like you are having. He might come in any form with a weapon or something and he's done. He'll finish you. So yes, you can recruit such people. May I always say that because our industry starts with zero, you cannot start and get everything right. So you, if you blow right now, you might not be able to go for any other person who is professional and put the person on payroll. You can start with your friends, your colleagues. But as you move on, the moment you see that, no, this is now becoming an institution, this is now becoming a proper job, put them at some places that you know that they also be advanced. And that is one thing our artists often do. When they start growing, they grow alone, leaving the rest of their team members behind.
Including security.
Including their, oh, I'm crying there, oh, daddy. Oh, they say EMPA and cow. No, EMPA and cow. No. It is only when they are about to go that say they remember, hey, challenge for way no right. Fred Wagadu no right. Body man no right. Fred Danger no right. Near from no be there. No. Give them that position. Let them train for it. Let them learn. At least, even if you can, go to the right quarters and get them some minor weapons to have around you. If you can.
That is the non-lethal ones.
Exactly. Don't let them take weapon because you think they are following you. No. Because one day he'll fire a weapon and we go and we check. Is it licensed? He's not licensed to shoot. And that is also going to be another problem.
Everybody.
So as you think that, okay, this is my guy. Because of the job, he wants to wield one weapon, one pistol or something. Go through the right process. Let him go through the training of shooting. It's not because you beat my fact, I prefer to. Because one is shot the extra uncle bet me up. No, that's not. It goes beyond that. This is a caution to them. They should do everything right. Now, I love your last question. They should recruit right. Start from your friends. Let them go to the gym and do their muscles, everything. All right, that's fine. But at the end of the day, let them go through some training. They can do some online courses and get even certificate for security.
Of course. Thank you, big man. This is the word of God. Maybe you also have some other information to share. That is why the comment section is for you. If this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe and also don't forget to recommend this channel to other people. My name is Roland Amate. This has been Sammy Flex Speaks. Big thanks to Currency, the Guitar Rasta, Richie Flex, who gave us huge support behind the scenes. We will meet on the next episode. Don't forget to stay safe. Bye.